Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful Friday afternoon as the sun sets to the west. It is such a wonderful event to be calling today's auction. Now, by way of introduction, my name is Chris Kennedy, and a very, very warm welcome to 471 Papanui Road, more importantly, the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. Now, today's auction of number 2 Sky Place in Burnside here in Christchurch has been brought forward on the basis that our owners have received a pre-auction offer. Now, that pre-auction offer is acceptable to them. Shortly I'll go through the detail of today's auction. I will in fact announce what that pre-auction offer is. I'll give you a bit of time to digest that, and should we see a bid from there, we will then commence an auction. If there is no bidding at that point, I will in fact knock the property down to the initiator of the pre-auction offer. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I firstly thank and acknowledge our owners. I'd like to acknowledge and thank them for their ease of access, their presentation, but first and foremost for their choice. We know there's a lot of choice in the marketplace. We'd like to acknowledge the choice you've made in working alongside Deb Crosby, Jessica Downey, and the great team here at Harcourts Gold. We acknowledge that choice you've made, and we wish you all the very, very best with your endeavours today. Now, I know that Deb and Jess will have made all the documentation available, the LIM, the title, and the contract as approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. But before I go through that, I'd just like to introduce you to our auction team, our management team that are here to help and guide you through today's auction. Anna McKenzie, manager here in our Papanui office. She works alongside Deb and Jess to help them through the process. I've got Ange here, Angela Boyle. She's going to mark the bids. She's going to write them down in the event that I misconstrue what's up on the screen. And Alana Davies, she runs the tech. So what you see on the screen, she runs. She beams out to the big wide world web. And at any stage, we can have in excess of 30 to 40 people viewing online. To our online viewers, we wish you all the best in your endeavours should you be bidding today or just showing an interest in auction properties. Now, back to that all-important contract. It's to that contract I now take you. Now, as your auctioneer, I may nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised. I may refuse any bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting for the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, I'll identify those parties either prior to the commencement of bidding or in fact while bidding takes place. Now, I know that we have a couple of our team here and also our colleagues from other offices in the room today. Should they be placing bids, be assured, ladies and gentlemen, that they are certainly bona fide bids. Now, in the event of a dispute, I'll simply re-off the property at the last undisputed bid, or in fact I'll determine that dispute. Immediately at the conclusion of the auction, which is the fall of the hammer, you as the lucky purchaser will be required to do 3 things. Firstly, sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract. Secondly, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. Now, before we move to the property, you will appreciate that we now work under new guidelines, under the COVID-19 guidelines, and you will have been asked to register on the way in and, of course, sanitize on the way in. We would also ask that you sanitize on the way out. We would now ask that should you be ill or not well, we respectfully ask you to leave now. And if you do become ill in the next 14 days, that you actually let the person, the sales consultant you're working with or one of our team know, as we are now required to keep COVID tracing in play. We ask that you keep social distancing of a minimum of 1 metre, and of course we wish you all the best with your COVID journey as we all go through that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I move to our brought forward auction. Deb Crosby, Jessica Downey, you guys all set to go? Nice to be working with you today. You've had a very good campaign. The property itself, though, it is more importantly described by the postie as 2 Sky Place, Burnside in Christchurch. It is a freehold parcel of land, and it is some 630 square metres. It is on lot 12, deposit plan 25001. It is contained and described in certificate of title, volume 60, folio 640, of the Canterbury Land Registry. Your bidding today, GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. Possession and settlement date, one of the same. That's set down for Thursday, the 10th of September 2020, or any other such day that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. We take that you have read, you have understood clauses 22 through 23.1, and also with the addition of the COVID clause, which in fact alerts us to the fact that if we go from alert level 2 to perhaps alert level 3 and 4 and are unable to move, that there will be no penalties implied for the inability to move, and that all parties respect that that is just due to the COVID conditions that we find ourselves in. That has, I believe, been added to the contract, and as I say, no change to the chattels. They are as read and taken, and also as cited in an as-is condition with the property, ladies and gentlemen. So let me just take you back and reignite your memories. They say the sky is the limit. Well, number 2 sky, it really is the limit. There's a limitless opportunity here. There's a wonderful array of upside. I love the way it sits proud on that corner side. It's a very, very cute cottage. Of course, giving you some upside. 3 bedrooms. The studio, well, you can use the studio for what you wish. Could be another playroom for children. You can do whatever you wish in that studio room. Good garaging, off-street parking, expansive lounge area. I love that built-in furniture. It just takes me back to the era of my grandparents when they lived over in Burnside and had a similar home. Just a wonderful, wonderful property. A stunning opportunity. Great school zones, and really just a fabulous home in here for your competitive bidding. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we've had a pre-auction offer on the property. That pre-auction offer is $520,000. I give you a couple of minutes to digest that. I look for a bid from there. 520, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the market. If I don't see a bid, I knock the property down to the initiator of the pre-auction offer. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, $520,000. You've had it. It's had its time at 520. Invited bid from the floor. If there's no further bidding, I'll give you 3 opportunities and I'll pass the property in at 520. Sir, can I entice a bid? At 520. Too early in the day to be doing that. You only do that at about 1 a.m. in the morning. 520, ladies and gentlemen. First, second, third time then at 520. You sure? All done? All silent? Well, delighted to announce, ladies and gentlemen, that number 2 Sky Place in Burnside, it goes, it goes, it goes. It is gone and sold. Well done. Congratulations, and thank you for your pre-auction offer. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the great team here at Harcourts Gold, thank you for taking the time to come to today's auction. We have auctions here again next Thursday. We've got another 15 coming up. We've also got one on Monday at 11:30. We look forward to your attendance. May the rest of your day be the best of your day. Thank you.